Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we're back with some immersive Wombo combos. One of the pains of modding Skyrim is finding mods that don't clash. At the very least, your mods have to tolerate the rest of your mods, but if they end up complementing each other, that's even better. So with that in mind, we've found some fairly new mods that we think pair together well, either by bouncing off each other's features, or by combining to enhance what each mod offers. First we have Lawbringer alongside Realistic Conquering. Both mods let you bring order to a world of chaos, making it feel like your heroic actions are truly having an impact on the world of Skyrim. When you clear out a bandit stronghold in the vanilla game, you only have to wait 10 days before some more bandits spawn out of midair and take it over again, as if you were never there. Why did no other faction come and claim it when it was empty? With Lawbringer, you get to decide which faction takes claim to the stronghold. After you clear out an area infested with bandits, you'll be able to hoist the flag of your preferred faction, whether it's the Imperials, the Stormcloaks, or the Hold's Guards. They'll then take over the location, keeping it permanently safe from bandits. For certain locations in the Reach, you can even claim them for the Forsworn, as long as you sided with Maddenak during his questline and that he's still alive. Realistic Conquering offers a similar outcome, but with a more passive approach. Instead of you hoisting your own flag, the game will fill the area with suitable NPCs depending on the location. For example, if you clear a campsite, then you might find a small settlement of NPCs take it over, but if you clear a tower, then one of the main military factions might use it as a base of operations. Unlike Lawbringer, Realistic Conquering also offers physical and lasting changes to the locations, including sometimes giving them new names. They'll definitely feel more lived in, and depending on who's taking it over, you'll find different structures and layouts. Both mods can be used separately or together. They only clash on a couple of locations, but since the installation is modular, you can decide which mod covers each individual location. Either way, both mods are a fantastic example of making your actions have a lasting impact on the world of Skyrim. Next up we have the alternate conversation camera paired with Conditional Idles. The alternate conversation camera offers a unique twist to what's already available, with a more cinematic approach to the dialogue camera system. If you played The Witcher 3, then you'll probably notice some stark similarities. When you enter dialogue, the camera will zoom in on the NPC's face, and as the conversation continues, the camera will flip between each person's point of view. Thanks to the camera's lock-on and head tracking features, the system works incredibly well. The camera always stays focused and looking exactly where it needs to, even automatically adjusting itself where there's a lack of room behind either character. On top of that, it also offers an optional letterboxing feature, giving an even more cinematic feel to your conversations. Now, while an obvious pairing with this kind of mod is a dialogue overhaul, we decided to think outside of the box with Conditional Idles. This is a clever little mod that applies one of 7 different idle animations to your character or NPCs depending on their situation. For example, if you go on a long sprint and you use up all of your stamina, your character will look out of breath, putting their hands on their knees. If they're injured and low on health, they'll look wounded, holding their hand to their stomach. Whereas if they're low on magicka after a strenuous mental battle, they'll appear to have a headache. These are fantastic little additions on their own, that make characters feel more alive and responsive to their situation, but it also combos well with the new camera, since you're idle while in conversation. So if you talk to your follower after a tough battle, you'll be able to quickly see the impact it's had on both of your health. 2 of the other new idols will react to the weather. If you're out in the freezing cold, your character will hug themselves and stay warm. But if it's raining and your character has a shield equipped, they'll raise it above their heads to protect themselves from the rain. The last 2 idols will make it so your character stretches after just waking up from a nice rest, or if you're without clothes, you'll cover yourself to protect your modesty. All in all, you'll be seeing a whole lot more of your character with the new camera mod, so why not have your character visibly display their current condition with some new fitting idols. And finally, for the last pair of mods, we have the Whiterun Battle Brothers and a mod called BUVARP. The Whiterun Battle Brothers joined the Dragonborn in one of the most iconic parts of the game, and yet you don't even know their names. These were the brave guards that charged towards almost certain death in your first dragon battle at the Western Watchtower. Some of them will die during the encounter, and the ones that survive will come together to talk about whether you're really the Dragonborn. With the Battle Brothers mod, you'll want to remember their faces during the battle. Normally these guards will just disappear into the mist, never to be seen again, but the mod makes them permanent fixtures of Whiterun. You'll find them around town or patrolling the outskirts of the city, and you can even speak to them to find out what they've been up to. By making clever use of existing dialogue, the guards, who will also have unique names and faces, will be able to catch up with their old pal the Dragonborn. This is such a clever little mod that I'm surprised it didn't already exist. And it's a great example of reusing NPCs that just sort of go to waste in vanilla. And that's also what BUVARP does, also known as the Barely Used Vanilla Actors Recycle Project. This is a mod with a similar aim to Battle Brothers, but with a much wider scope. It covers over 50 of the most underused NPCs in the game. These are the kind of NPCs that typically only exist for a quest and then disappear afterwards, having served their only purpose. But with BUVARP, these NPCs will be given a new lease on life. Like Arvel the Swift, the Dunmer Thief with the stolen golden claw. In vanilla, he absolutely has to die. Even if you try to spare his life, he'll end up dying to the Draugr, or even by running straight into a spike trap. But with the mod, you can decide to threaten him and spare his life, and instead he'll go on a journey to join the Thieves Guild in Riften. where you can even recruit him as a follower. The mod takes an approach of opening up the inevitable path certain NPCs must take, instead giving you the option to turn their life around, like Stan's in Shallows in Windhelm. In vanilla his skooma addiction is inevitable, but with the mod you can cure him of his disease, giving him a fresh new start in life. There's so many changes to so many NPCs that we could never cover all of them. To sum it up, pretty much every NPC, no matter how small or inconsequential they may seem, will have the potential to lead a full life instead of just existing for a single quest. After you help them, you'll find them all over Skyrim. They'll have new homes, new jobs and hobbies. Some can become new followers or even available for marriage. The choices you make might also determine how their life ends up, giving you even more of an impact on the world of Skyrim, similar to the first mods in today's video. As always, be sure to leave endorsements on any mod you enjoy, and thanks for watching.